When people hear the word the digital life, they think that it's something that we do out of choice, or something you can just jump into, or it's something actually out of a science fiction movie. But the reality is that we are all living in a digital life to some extent. And you find that most people these days, the way they get their information is through a digital channel. The way they communicate through digital, either it's by phones now are not analog, they're actually digital. So everything is recorded, tracked, etc., etc. News, up-to-date information, even the CNN that you watch is actually digital. But one area in which we have not actually taken advantage of the digital environment is actually the way we do business. Either business or how we live our lives in terms of planning, financial planning. So if I take an individual, for example, you find that most transactions are done by cash. And at the end of the week, when they're trying to calculate how much they've actually spent, or how much they spent or gotten, it's very difficult for them to work it out. And that's because cash does not allow you to record or to keep things in a storage form. And from a business perspective, especially those that actually receive payments in cash or make payments with cash, when it comes to reconciling their books, they actually have to incur additional expense in terms of keeping people to monitor, track, ensure there is no theft, etc. Now, when you now incorporate a digital strategy into your business, which really means when you're making payments, make them either through a bank account, through internet banking, through mobile payments, or when you're actually receiving payments, insisting on cash, you find that when it comes to balancing your books, it's already in there. It's actually in your statement. Now, the other advantage that you will get when you do that is simply you know the people that actually know the customers that are actually doing business with you, and so you can give them added services. And you know the supplier that are paying you on time, the supplier that give you good value, and then you can actually streamline your business. And when it comes to accessing, and when you go to a bank to raise finance, it's really quite simple because it demonstrates that you're disciplined. Your operation, the cost of doing business for you is actually lower. So the digital space is a space in which we always try to encourage our customers to incorporate into their business, especially for small businesses where you can either invest in very costly infrastructure, or you can really invest in off-the-shelf devices, applications that will actually help you manage your books better, manage your supply chain, and also, should I say, give your customers enhanced experience. Because when you actually do that, you find that you're actually creating a competitive edge in terms of cost management, in terms of supply management, and in terms of actually really knowing your customers, knowing what your customers, when your customers buy from you or get service from you. And that way you can actually give them preferential treatment. And in Diamond Bank, that's what we do. We try to, we are beyond taking deposits and actually lending money. What we do, we look at your whole business, whether you're an individual, whether you're a small business, or whether you're on the bank. When you're on the bank, we actually take technology to wherever you are. And we have solutions for all people. So, to put it in a nutshell, if you're not actually incorporating a digital infrastructure or electronic infrastructure into your business, the chances are that your business is actually going to struggle in the long run, and other people who have imbibed it will take your market share. So our advice to you from Diamond Bank is look at your business and see how you can actually automate it and remove cash